Have you ever noticed that the second you start feeling a cold coming on, it feels like your body is just trying to drag you straight to bed? Well, it turns out there's a powerful and pretty fascinating scientific reason for that. Today, we're diving into one of life's most universal experiences, right? Why does getting sick make you so incredibly, overwhelmingly sleepy? It's that bone-deep exhaustion we've all felt when we're under the weather. We usually think of that fatigue as a sign of weakness, like our body is just giving in. But what if I told you the science tells a completely different story? Turns out it's not a weakness at all. It's actually your body's hidden strategy to win the fight. Okay, so to really understand what's going on, we first have to unpack this really deep and powerful link between our sleep and getting sick. And the research is super clear on this. As one source puts it, sleep is considered an important modulator of the immune response. This isn't just some vague idea. It's a core biological fact. Not getting enough sleep can literally weaken your body's defenses, making you way more likely to get sick. And this isn't just a theory. We're talking about real, concrete data here. For instance, studies have shown that shorter sleep durations are directly linked to a higher risk of catching the common cold. It's almost a perfect formula. The less you sleep, the more vulnerable you become. It's kind of that simple. To really get this, we need to meet the two main players in this whole drama. First up, your body's amazing nightly reboot system, sleep itself. Now, here's the crucial thing to remember. Sleep isn't just your body shutting down for the night. The research is clear. It's a vital, active process. While you think you're just out cold, your brain is actually working overtime, cycling through these different stages that are designed for restoration. Things like repairing cells and locking in memories. And look at this. This slide illustrates it perfectly. These are actual brainwave patterns. You can literally see the brain shifting gears, going from the lighter stages into this deep, powerful phase called slow wave sleep, or SWS. This stage is the one your immune system absolutely depends on. And trust me, it's a huge part of our story today. All right, time to bring in our second key player, your body's incredibly smart defense force, the immune system. So your immune system has two main branches. First, you've got innate immunity. Think of these guys as your body's fast-acting first responders. An invader shows up and bam, they're on the scene immediately to take it out. Then you have adaptive immunity. These are the specialist detectives. They take their time, they learn the invader's identity, and then they create this super targeted response. And the really cool part is, they create a long-term memory so they can crush it even faster next time. Okay, so we know that not getting enough sleep can make your immune system weaker, but here's where it gets really interesting. The connection goes both ways. Let's look at how an infection actually hijacks your need for sleep. It's this incredible chain of events. So first, a pathogen, say a virus, gets into your body. Right away, your immune system goes on high alert. As your immune cells are fighting, they release these little chemical messengers called cytokines. Now, these cytokines travel all the way to your brain, not by accident, but with a very specific message. Hey, we are under attack down here. And the brain's response is amazing. It deliberately changes your sleep patterns, pushing you into more of that deep, slow-wave sleep so it can save energy and dedicate all resources to the fight. And the science backs this up perfectly. This whole change in your sleep, and I'm quoting here, might be a mechanism that is used by an organism to adapt and devote more of its energy to the immune system. So in other words, this isn't a bug. It's a feature. It's a hardcore evolutionary strategy for survival. But, and this is a big but, the response isn't always the same. The battle plan actually changes depending on who the invader is. So let's open up the case files on a few specific viruses and bacteria. This right here shows you just how complex it all is. I mean, from the common cold all the way to HIV, different viruses mess with our sleep in completely different ways. It's a truly dynamic battlefield, and the strategy has to change based on the enemy. Let's get specific, okay? When you get the flu, your body tends to ramp up that deep, slow-wave sleep. But then you take the rhinovirus, the common cold, and it can actually do the opposite, making your sleep less efficient, making you feel restless. With a long-term infection, like HIV, it can wear down your deep sleep over time. And then you've got a bacterial infection like Lyme disease, which is famous for causing insomnia. The takeaway here is that your body's response is incredibly tailored to the specific threat it's facing. So after looking at all this, how should we really think about sleep when we're sick? Well, it's time we start seeing it for what it is, your secret weapon. What this all comes down to is a conversation. Your sleep and your immune system are locked in this constant two-way communication loop. Each one is always influencing the other in this amazing little dance of defense and recovery.
So, the next time you get sick and you feel that overwhelming pull to just crawl into bed, remember what's really going on. That's not you failing. That is your immune system sending a direct order to your brain, telling it exactly what it needs to do to win this fight.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. After everything we've looked at, is that sleepiness really a sign of weakness? Or is it your body deploying its single most powerful strategic advantage?